What's up, church family? Today we are going to be making a mushroom risotto. So first things first, let's get the prep done. So we're gonna start off with some mushrooms. Gotta cut these up so that we don't choke. And then we are also going to cut up some shallots, as Gordon Ramsay would say. You wanna cut them in half, like this. And then when you go, just like that. Now, when we sweat these mushrooms in the pan, they are going to shrink, so don't worry about the thickness at this moment. There we go, guys. So, these are called half liters. They are used in kitchens to store your produce. Shallots, cut one side, don't cut the other side, because the other side is going to hold the shallot in place. There we go, cut it in half, then we peel. Let me know down in the comments if onions make your eyes cry. We cut them very thin so that we get very nice minced onions. We don't want dice, we don't want whatever you want to call it, we want minced. Then cut it in half. You want to make as many little incisions as you can so that you can get an even smaller onion at the end. Then we mince. We mince. We just go over it a couple times just to make sure each and every onion is cut at the same size. Because the last thing you want in a risotto is to be eating the delicious rice and crunch on a raw onion. Okay guys, so now we are going to be cooking off our mushrooms for our risotto. First things first, you want to get your pan, pot, saucepan, whatever you're using to a very nice high temperature. We don't want to put our mushrooms in raw, or else they're just going to soak up all this oil and they're not going to cook. Get what I'm saying, guys?
3 hours later.
Okay guys, so this is a pro tip. If you don't know if your pan is hot yet, you grab some water on your fingertips, right? If you hit it, you hear that sound, guys? You hear that? That means we're ready to drop in the oil. Get about a tablespoon of oil. I eyeball my things. That looks about right to me. Now we hear that sizzling. That means this is actually really hot. So we're gonna lower it a little bit. Now today, we have our assistant here. Introduce yourself for the mic.
My name's Alyssa.
Alyssa.
Hi guys, I'll be helping.
She's going to be helping me today. Alyssa, you may drop the mushroom. Drop the mushrooms. Go ahead, put them in the pot.
Just this one, you want me to
Yeah, we're gonna do both, but one at a time. Here you go.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Now family, come over here. As we can see, you hear that sound, guys? That means they're cooking. As they cook more, they're gonna get smaller, they're gonna release their juices, and this is called sweating the mushrooms. If you think they don't have enough oil, and you're looking at them, look and see, oh my gosh, they don't have enough oil, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Guys, that's what you do. Right there, you put some more in. There's no measurement when it comes to love of cooking. Wow. Que técnica, muchachos. Church family, come with me. So, now that our mushrooms are getting to the desired color of my liking, we are going to grab some butter. And we will also be grabbing some thyme. Thyme is going to give the mushrooms this beautiful, rich flavor, and butter is going to give it this creaminess to the mushrooms. So this is the color we're desiring, church family. See how they're dark brown? They're starting to sweat. You see a little more moisture. They're smaller. That's what you want to get to. All right, church family. Since it's the desired color I want, I'm going to throw a couple little knobs of butter on the inside, and I'm going to give it a little stick of thyme. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to give the aromatics of the thyme inside our mushrooms, so that when our finished dish comes together, you can taste every note. All right, ready? Now, I know guys, you guys are going to be flaming me for the seasoning in this dish. Where's the salt? Where's the chicken bouillon? Guys, this is not a typical dish. This only needs salt. So you salt to taste. And can we just take a moment to look at that? Beautiful, rich, saucy, creamy. If you guys were all here, you'd smell it. Oh yeah. Okay, church family, now we're gonna start with the rice and the shallots. So, first things first, I'm going to heat up a little sauce pan with a veg stock. And veg stock is basically a bunch of vegetables cooked up in a pot for a very long amount of time. And what this does is it gives off all the flavors of the carrots, your onions, your celery, and you strain all of that, and then you're left with the sauce, and that's called veg stock. We'll get this to a nice heat, and we'll let it cook on the side for now. So church family, this is the type of rice you want to use. It's called arborio. This is an Italian rice specifically for risotto. Okay church family, now that our pan is hot, we are going to add some of our oil all around. You want a hefty amount because it is a big pot. Now our assistant, Alyssa, will come and help us with this step. She's going to pour them in, and then she's going to mix them around. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Madame. Beautiful, getting everything covered, moving it all around, and making sure they do not burn. This is roughly a cup of arborio rice. I'm gonna put it there. Now once this is in, we don't really need a high heat anymore. We can keep it on a low little heat. Okay, church family, now we are going to deglaze our pan with a little bit of white wine. You guys can use a measuring cup, do about half a cup. I like to eyeball things. And now you want to cook off the white wine until you don't smell any more alcohol. And what this does is it gives a nice rich flavor to our rice. So now that our alcohol is cooked off, what we're going to do is add ladle by ladle of our veg stock into the rice. It's kind of like cooking your rice in a rice cooker. Okay guys, so now we can start seeing our rice is coming more together. At first it was very thick. Now it's starting to soften as it absorbs the veg stock and white wine. Okay family, this is a pro tip when cooking. Always, and I mean always, keep a spoon handy. You want to taste as you go. You just grab a little bit, you don't need a full spoon. No sean gorditos. Now we can taste the rice, and it's still pretty crunchy. That means it needs way more time. Listen guys, I know this is taking a while. It might take 20 to 25 minutes to do this, but trust me guys, it is way worth it. Alright guys, now that our rice is finished, we are going to take the cover off, and we're going to spread apart our butter all around the risotto. Alright guys, now after you add your butter, we're going to add a little bit of Parmigiana Reggiana. Good enough. Now church family, Alyssa's going to add our mushrooms into our risotto. We can take this old thyme out of here. It's okay, keep on going. Alright guys, this is how you easily take off all these little thyme leaves. You grab it from the top. See how the leaves are going upward? You want to take your finger, get it in a nice position, and just brush all the way down. You see all that? Now, it is ready to go everywhere. Now, we are going to bring our dish over here for the plating. Just gonna grab a nice, you see how creamy this is guys? This is what you want. Falls off the spoon in a creamy consistency. I'm gonna take one for right there, one for right over here. Just gonna mince up some of the thyme, as you can see right there. This is for a little garnish on top, on both of the sides. And there you have it, church family. Easy mushroom risotto.